Hey y'all, this is Emily from Queen MJ's channel. Just taking a moment to thank those of you who are already subscribed for subscribing to my channel. If you're not already subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Hit the notification button so you know, which is the little bell icon, so you know every time I post a new video. And so you're not missing out on anything. And also give me a thumbs up, please. I would really appreciate it. It helps me get through the algorithms of YouTube. These are general messages, so if you're interested in a personal reading, please contact me via my DM or my email, which I'll leave in the description box below. And this pick a card is timeless for whenever you come across it. Use your intuition in choosing for yourself. If you feel drawn to more than one deck, by all means, listen to both messages. You never know when there might be messages in another pile for you. I hope you enjoy. Leave me comments. Let me know how it resonates, if it resonates. I really appreciate that. I enjoy, or I need to know that I connect with you guys, and I enjoy knowing how the cards resonate for you. So without further ado, pick your card. This is all about what Spirit wants you to know for the next coming weeks. Okay? Love you guys. Okay, guys. These are the options for the pick a card. Now take a look at either the objects. I want you to clear your minds, take a deep breath, and see what jumps out at you, either the object or the decks. Sorry, this is a bottle of copper rolling around over there. Okay, just see which one grabs you, which one jumps out at you. And definitely if you feel pulled to more than one pile, have at it. There might be another message for you somewhere else, but try to pick the one that feels you feel the most drawn to. Okay? Hello, I hope everyone can hear me okay. This is Emily from Queen MJ's Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me. I went through my introduction in the beginning, so I'm just going to jump right into it. This is for the pick a card for those of you who chose pile 1, which was this little copper bottle, right? Okay, so pile 1, you're up. Just give me a second. Okay, pile 1. Okay, so right off the bat, I'm getting a couple of different messages. This is definitely about something that needs to be healed or grounded in a family situation. I feel like right now you're coming upon a time where you will have the opportunity to fix something that's been kind of the one lingering energy holding you back from being able to accomplish something else, because everything is relevant, right? We're supposed to feel right, and everything should be flowing in every aspect of your life, but especially when you've had a situation in a family where there's been wounding, or someone's been hurt, or the communication just hasn't been the right way, that can hinder a lot. You're being divinely supported right now, and I feel like there possibly even is someone that you can speak to who might be able to give you an objective opinion. This could be another family member, it could be somebody who's kind of more on the outside of this situation, but it's a good idea to maybe hear them out, because they may offer a new perspective for you to understand why there was the miscommunication that there was, or something went off the way that it did. I feel like okay, for those of you who this is resonating for, you're going to know exactly what it is that I'm speaking on, okay? But there is a situation where you didn't necessarily, I feel like, stand up for what you, or say what you wanted to say. You held back for whatever reason. It's time for you to communicate clearly. You're part of, this situation. Also, part of communication is listening, hearing somebody else out, so that you know what you're responding to, instead of just waiting for the next opportunity to just like jump. So this could be you, this could be somebody in your situation. I'm being drawn to tell you to definitely take a look at some of the blessings in in your overall situation in your life. You know, wake up every morning and kind of shift your focus from whatever this is that, and that's why it's hindering you, because this is something that you think about often, that's upsetting you, or that transpired. Kind of shift your focus. How can I explain this? Like, for example, say you grow up with people just behaving a certain way toward you. So you come to kind of expect that, right? So you're always sort of waiting for said person or said group of people to like stab you in the back, or like you're always waiting to get hurt by these people. But you know, if it's been years that have gone by and different situations, it's kind of time to maybe stop looking at things from that perspective, because also the universe is very manifestation oriented, right? So if you're focusing on getting fucked over, it's going to bring you more situations like that, because that's what you're putting out. It can't focus on like you don't want that. It's just focused on the thing, you know, the thought of the thing, not whether you want it or you don't want it. That's not the universe's job. It brings you what you're most focused on. Okay, so it's time for you to communicate clearly, both because with the other scenario I was getting was this is a manifestation situation, and you are being divinely guided. You're going to have opportunities to kind of expand your horizons on things. But again, this is also about taking a different perspective on something in order to be able to see things clearly, to be knowledgeable and moving forward, to be knowledgeable in how to communicate what is that you want. And be grateful in your wherever you are right now, because when we're living in the past all the time, or we're living for the future all of the time, what happens to the here and now? And it's the here and now and the feelings that you're emitting from the here and now and the vibration that you're putting forth, that you're feeling here and now, which dictates kind of the path you're going to take, right? Find the way to find the blessings, the things that you're grateful for, and expect the best out of any given situation. Expect it. Because when you expect something of the universe, you create kind of a vacuum, kind of a void in that expectation from you connecting to the universe. And the universe can't handle voids. It has to fill it. So it's going to fill it with whatever it is that you're trying to attract to you, or that you are attracting and don't realize you're trying to that you're attracting. So be leery of your thoughts. I feel like you got this timeout card, and yes, could be time taken for yourself, you know, in a situation, just to reassess the whole situation. Of course, like I said, you know, maybe listen to the advice that a good friend has to offer, somebody else that's supportive of you, but probably trying to offer a more objective point of view, where maybe they bring up something that you didn't realize or never occurred to you in a certain situation. So yes, take time out for yourself to kind of reassess. But I also feel like timeout is timeout to figure out what it is that you want for yourself, to claim it as yours, so that you can create that connection I told you to the universe. Be honest and be clear in what it is that you're trying to manifest. Like, don't say you want one thing, but then all of the actions that you take on a day-to-day basis are saying something else to the universe, because then you're sending mixed signals. Part of communicating clearly is to follow through on what it is that you're asking, right? With your actions as far as manifestation. So take time out to claim some space for yourself, to claim a thing that you want for yourself, and then start figuring out how you can start taking steps to move toward that. Because once you make a decision in your life and you start taking steps toward that, the universe has nothing to do but align itself to try and bring that to you, right? So with the Queen of Swords, we have, again, trying to communicate clearly, stepping into that being discerning power, communicating clearly, be clear in your thoughts, be clear on what you want, be clear on what you're expecting of the universe, and expect the best, right? Time to put these burdens down with this 10 of Wands. This is something that you've been carrying with you for a long time. So if this is the family situation, if that's what's resonating for you in this situation, or in this reading, I should say, excuse me, definitely take the opportunity to heal any old wounds that you have by way of family. I feel like you actually have the knowledge or the secret or the key to move forward, but for some reason you're looking elsewhere. You're not looking at what you have already in your grasp, right? The Ace of Wands is about action. It's about taking action toward the opportunity, toward communication, toward making this right, because this is about breathing new life into a situation, into a relationship, into a family situation, into also something that you're trying to manifest by taking a different approach to it, okay? So I hope that that resonated for you. Leave me a comment below. Thank you for those of you who chose pile 1. Thanks. Bye. Hey guys, for those of you who chose pile 2, excuse me in my blanket, but oof, it is cold this morning in New York. Yeah, no more summer. I mean, it hasn't been summer, but you know, it was nice for a while there. So for those of you who chose the pendulum, right, this little guy, or pile 2, however you chose, by pile number, by object, whatever jumped out at you. Okay, let's get going on your reading. Oh yeah, this gave me like a nice kind of a feeling, but I'm just remembering when I first pulled these cards for you. So, okay, here are your messages for pile 2. So I feel like there's something you're trying to move forward with, something you're feeling guided to do, that you're either contemplating on how to move forward, and if that's the situation for you, I feel like you need time out to be still, if that makes any sense. It's like being still, maybe even out in nature where you can hear different sounds of nature, hear the sound of your own breathing, kind of being still to figure out how you are resonating with the universe, what your place might be, what it is that you might be able to do moving forward, and how the universe is kind of guiding you, how you're feeling pulled to go about a situation. And really, the only way to get in touch with this is to sit still, and possibly pay attention to signs that the universe, that source, that God, whatever you want to call it, is trying to bring you, right? It's about taking one step at a time with the full awareness of being guided along the way. Like, look at this moving forward fearlessly. She's taking little steps on those pebbles, and there's like fairies guiding her along the way, right? I also feel like there is a situation here where you may seek the counsel of other people, right? But I think it's very important for you to listen objectively, even if this is about your situation, but listen objectively to different opinions. Also bearing in mind what different people's, what can I say? Oh, my nose is itching. What different people's objective might be in the opinion that they're, you know, what their angle is in offering you that opinion, because some people giving you a certain opinion might have a motive, right? What's their motive? Although some of it might be wise advice, you take what resonates for you and you leave what doesn't work for you behind. Excuse me, my allergies are killing me, and right now, with your reading, for some reason in particular, my nose is itching. Which usually means I'm spot on. So, so there may be a situation where you're seeking advice from family. If this is about a family situation that you're trying to, you know, get some opinions as to how to move forward on, or from family members or friends, again, definitely seek counsel, but be discerning with the advice that you take and why somebody might be giving you that advice. Also, this is about seeking counsel from a higher realm, right? Giving it to God, so to speak. And forgiving yourself, I'm getting, okay? So this is, I do have the card of forgiveness. This may be a situation where you need to forgive somebody else, but I'm really feeling that this is more of a situation that's turned inward. So this may be about a certain situation you found yourself in, where you're kind of just kicking yourself over it, right? And this is about, okay, learning to take from that situation whatever lessons you were meant to take from it, and not necessarily beating yourself up over it, but forgiving yourself, because maybe at that point in time where you did whatever said thing was, you know, you were mentally younger, you were in a different space, you made the decision for whatever reason, and the past is the past. You can't cry over spilt milk, but you can definitely learn your lessons in moving forward. I feel like definitely you need to clear your energy. So this could be about clearing your actual space where you live, where you work, clearing things out that no longer serve you, that are no longer serving a purpose. Just get rid of them, because where you're holding on to things, that's holding on to a space where something new might be trying to move into, and you're not going to reap the benefits of that because there are these things that you're holding on to. So it could be actual things that you're holding on to here. So yes, clean your house, clear your space. But I feel like this is an energetic thing. So there may be people lingering who don't understand your vision, and maybe talking you out of that, or talking you out of what it is that you feel guided you're supposed to do, which is where we come back to this counsel card, right? Definitely taking advice into account, but taking it into account discerningly, because there are definitely people around you or energies around you that are not that suited for you. Okay. Okay, so sorry guys. So counsel. Yeah. So be discerning about the advice that you're receiving. Also, if these are energetic downloads that you're getting, because there is a very sort of esoteric feeling to some of this support that you're getting, some of this moving forward fearlessly. I feel like this is definitely something you're guided to do. Be discerning, as to, you have to clear your energy at all times, because if you're actually channeling or you're actually receiving downloads, just make sure that you're receiving them from the right places, right? Like, don't fuck with Ouija boards. That should be common sense to people, but people go out and do it anyway. Remembering to breathe is definitely about meditating for me, which goes back to clearing and shielding your energy. So for some of you, you need to start meditation, clearing of your chakras, clearing of your energetic space, maybe play a frequency while you're, cleaning your house or whatever. At your service, you got, and this is definitely about divine guidance. So breathe, manifest, and realize that whatever you're asking for, the universe is aligning to bring to you. Okay, so this is the Page of Shells, which is like equivalent to the Page of Cups. Okay, so there's like a new opportunity or a new idea or something new that you want to give your heart to, which potentially can bring you the 10 of Pentacles, which is abundance, which is like happiness, which is abundance and accolades, with this 6 of Tridents, which is equivalent to the 6 of Wands, right? All about success, victory, and you get the Ace of Cups, which is emotional fulfillment. Your cup overfloweth, with everything that you've ever wanted. But it's time now to forgive yourself for whatever it is that you're holding on to, that you're beating yourself up over. Move forward with the complete knowledge that the divine is guiding you. You're not crazy. If you were looking for a sign that you are receiving downloads and messages from Spirit as to which way to go, trust it. Trust your intuition. I'm here to be that sign for you, okay? Breathe, meditate, listen to, any signs that the universe is trying to bring you. Keep your eyes open, and don't be discounting, and don't try to control the way that things turn out, the way that things are brought to you. Your only job is to hold in your mind's eye the vision that you want for yourself, and don't self-sabotage yourself. Just let the universe bring it to you in the way that it aligns for everyone's higher good, because we kind of always set, I think, a certain idea in our head as to how we want things to come into our lives, not realizing that God is trying to bring it to you, but because you had a set idea as to the way it should come into your life, we end up pushing it away, not realizing that that's the one thing that you asked for to come in. It's just coming in the way that God aligned things to be in everyone's highest good, because it's not just you that he has to take into account, right? In aligning things for the universe. So there are wonderful things about to come in for you. Forgive yourself. Get back in contact with your intuition. Definitely take up your meditation again and move forward in whatever you feel guided to do. Yes, seek wise counsel, but be discerning in the advice that you receive from people. Clear your space, clear your energy, clear your life for those things that you're trying to make room for, and breathe. Everything is aligning, okay? Thank you for those of you who chose pile 2. Hello, hello for those of you who chose pile 3. This is the one with the little laser wand amethyst. Okay? Pile 3, you're up. Excuse my mess here. Okay, pile 3. I have for you this strength card, which is definitely speaking on messages about building your exterior, about building your strength, about kind of putting on your coat of armor, right? Not being so sensitive about certain things. Also not being so negative about certain things, and understanding your strengths, right? What you know are your strengths. On top of that, I have a message of, this is amazing, because this is about total ascension to me. You've got positivity, okay? Miracles and magic, which is amazing. Positivity is, of course, keeping the right mind frame, putting out positive thoughts. Even if there's somebody in your life that you feel negative toward, send them positive thoughts. Pick out 3 things about them that are actually positive traits. If you can't find 3 things, try to find 5. And that kind of changes the energies that you're putting out, because there are miracles waiting to unfold in your life. But you have to kind of change your frame of mind. You are in the midst of something that is being very divinely guided, and this seems to be an ongoing theme for a lot of the piles that I read earlier. Also, a lot of the astrological signs that I've been reading for this month. There are some big life changes happening, okay? There are reasons to celebrate. There is you coming back to yourself. I don't know if there was a situation where I feel like kind of put you through the ringer, maybe changed you a little bit, and now because that's kind of clearing away, it's leaving you the mental space to get in touch with those things about yourself that you used to love, right? Those creative things you used to do, the things that used to bring you joy, the things that used to that had you aligned with your true self, with your higher self. It's time to get back to that. It's time to get back to yourself, get reacquainted with yourself, get back to knowing yourself, get back to knowing and reacquainting yourself with those things that used to make you happy before said relationship, before said situations, before things changed for you, because those are the things that are going to put you back on the right path, okay? There is a card of celebration here, which is obviously about bliss and joy, but it is about expecting bliss and joy. It's about enjoying every single beautiful moment of life, learning to see the blessings in every situation, and kind of looking forward to what's coming next, because you know that something is coming that's good. So expect something good to come. Let go of any negative energies that you have. But let go also speaks to literally giving it to God, giving it to Spirit, giving it to Source. Okay, this is my situation. This is what I want to accomplish. There's something huge waiting to come in, but there's just one thought pattern that needs to be let go of, and it's kind of a pattern where you're expecting things to go wrong. You have to kind of expect things to go right, feel the feelings of everything turning out the way that you want it to, and then give it to Spirit. Like, let it go. This is a complete... Ooh, sorry. I want to lose my cards. It's really windy. This is a complete manifestation, like, energy. Like, this is something you're trying to bring to fruition. Excuse me. Okay? For some of you, you're actually getting a very specific message to... which is so odd for me, to take up yoga. Now, to me, this also speaks on breathing. Okay, this is a particular yogi, a beloved yogi, Babaji, who was able to overcome endless and countless physical ailments and diseases and situations by practicing yoga. So I think maybe for a specific few of you, you may either be thinking of taking up a workout regimen, or some of you may need to in order to get your body aligned with everything else that you're trying to line up. Yoga, I think, is good for you because it will help you not only work on your physical, but at the same time you will be ascending spiritually, mentally, and it kind of clears things out for you. Kind of clears, will help to clear out the clouds. I also feel like this is a message for you to take up meditation. Basically, it's all in breathing. The key to everything is in breathing in and then letting go what you don't need anymore in your breath, right? Talk shop. Okay, this is about standing in your truth also. This is very much a spread of standing in your truth, standing in your power, standing up for who you are, standing up for what you've been through, for what you know. Talk about those things that you're proud of. If it's about, something spiritual, you can talk about something without necessarily having to persuade other people to, believe in what you believe in. But if it's something that you're passionate about and it's something that you feel excited about, there shouldn't be a feeling of having to keep yourself quiet or dumb yourself down because you're afraid of the reaction or you're afraid of others' reactions. This is your truth to stand in. Speak on it, This got an owie card is kind of about, I know you've been hurt and I know that you've been through things, but things have shifted so that you actually have universal alignment. You definitely have universal and divine guidance behind you and support with you, and you have a whole spiritual team that's kind of trying to make things fall into place. You did get the Seven of Wands and the Justice cards. Just Seven of Wands for me in this reading indicates that there have been mountains you've had to climb, there have been things you've had to overcome, and there are definitely people trying to knock you off the top of that mountain. Like I said earlier, stand in your truth, stand in your power. Do not allow anybody to speak negatively to you, to make you feel any differently than you already do. Defend yourself, okay? There's a way to defend yourself where you don't necessarily have to be nasty or angry, but you will be getting your point across to other people, okay? With this Justice card, the balance of scales and the balance of justice are being, the scales of justice are being balanced. So, as long as you're speaking your truth, you're being deliberate in trying to reawaken those things about yourself that are your true self, celebrating the little joys in life and expecting good things to come, letting go of any negativity, letting go of anything that's out of your power and giving it to God to take care of. Taking yoga because the breathing, the meditation, breathing in and out will help you have patience to be able to endure and align and just know that Spirit is bringing you what you want in divine timing. And just, this is all very supportive messages. This is a beautiful spread. Now with this Justice card here, there is something coming to pass that is going to regulate itself, okay? This Nine of Cups that you got, I'm usually focused on, like, yes, it could be a message of love coming in. There could be that, I don't really feel like this. I feel like this is more yourself, your internal energy. But if you'll notice, this girl is very focused on her own cup. So I feel like because she's walking toward the Four of Wands, which is my card of stability, my card of grounding, my card of things working out, right? For your higher good, happiness, home, family, gatherings, just a stabilized, more grounded energy. And I feel like with the Knight of Cups in this position, looking at her own cup, this is symbolizing what you need to do in order to move forward toward this more grounded energy, toward a more stable energy, toward a more stable time in your life. So I feel like you need to focus on your own cup, which is focus on your own emotions, focus on nurturing yourself, focus on rejuvenating yourself, body, mind, and spirit, right? Take up yoga, get back in touch with those things that you used to love to do. Oh God, my cards, sorry. And you should feel yourself aligning once again. Okay, so I guess that's it for my messages before the rest of these cards start flying away. Thank you so much for joining, and I will see you next time. Bye, pile 3. Hello, hello. For those of you who chose pile 4, that would be the meteor, right? Yeah, I think that was the meteor. Actually, you know what, now that I'm thinking about it, I've kind of switched stuff around, so, hopefully that's the meteor, but you'll know which pile it was if you chose pile 4. And I will try to put timestamps down below before I post this so that you guys know where to go if you don't want to listen to the other readings. But if you did feel guided to pick other readings, then by all means, there may be more messages for you. Now, getting right into it, I had initially for you guys the card of transformation, which is about being open to change, right? That's about to come. But in order for you to reach this transformation or to be open about it, you have to be open and honest with yourself. There's something you need to be honest with yourself about. This is a very specific message. It's not going to apply to everyone. But you did get the card of sexuality. And with the card of truth and transformation and sexuality, I feel like some of you may have some issues regarding your sexuality from the past to heal from. And you did get the card along with those three of the visionary, planning, preparation, looking ahead, right? But if you'll see here, the doe, he's got these two like birds on his horns, and they kind of like fly out before him, let him know what's going on, and kind of, he's prepared. So I feel like this is your card for being prepared for anything, right? And I feel like with this truth coming, this transformation coming behind this truth, there is something that you need to just kind of ready yourself for. Because I feel like you're going to have to choose a new direction now. Another specific message I did get for one or two of you in this message, this may be my pile of like bisexual or, homosexual, whatever, gay, same-sex love, or something that's kind of a little less conventional than you're used to, or than is, I guess, accepted by society. Because you are told to, okay, transformation, truth, sexuality, look ahead and choose a new direction. And then let it go. And I think that's speaking on being ready for anything that's to come, being open for things that are to come, right? Touching base with yourself as far as what direction you need to go to, but you're actually have been guided by your angels, by spirit, to go towards a new direction. And I think you have been maybe holding yourself back by a certain situation or a certain occurrence that happened that you, I guess, feel some way about and are kind of stuck in. You are being told to let it go. So this is speaking on kind of giving it to God to heal for you, and trusting that things are going to fall into place, okay? Because it's time. Also feel like with all of this energy that you've had about transforming and coming into certain truths about yourself, I think they've been coming in the form of downloads. Some of you may have had some flashbacks to some situation where you didn't really realize had happened until you just started remembering it. I feel like you need to get outdoors and surround yourself with nature and get grounded somehow. Okay, so as long as you're still alive, you're still a child of Mother Earth, and Mother Earth will always look out for you. So get out there, get to the woods, maybe a body of water. This is speaking on very much meditation, which a lot of these piles have been. Take your shoes off and walk barefoot in the dirt. Feel Mother Earth, get in touch with her, because she's there to guide you. She's there to support you. She's there to calm you, to provide some sense of calm, okay? You did get the Wrecking Ball card, which, yes, normally would be, the conclusion to draw about that would be about destruction, havoc, but no, not really. If you think back on when construction sites use a wrecking ball, it's to knock something down in order to rebuild, right? So this is very much about a rebuilding, which just goes in line with whatever the situation was that has you kind of trapped, has had you sort of trapped for a long time. It's time to let that go now. It's time to rebuild. There are amazing things coming. You have abundance begins. This is the Ace of Pentacles, you guys. This is like grounding. This is stability. This is money. This is abundance. This is new opportunities that are here to stay. You just have to get back in contact with who you are, choose a different direction than you've been going, do things a little bit differently. Really, really be honest with yourself about those things that are no longer serving you, that really need to be let go. I feel like this is something you already know. I feel like you've been getting downloads. The Hanged Man is all about kind of sacrificing yourself or putting yourself in a different position in order to change and get a new perspective, right? In order to choose this new direction. The Hanged Man is all about changing perspective, all about hanging himself from a different angle to see things from a different light in order to be able to make an educated decision, okay? I feel like if you follow this, you're going to be Nine of Pentacles energy, completely happy, starting to feel like you have more than you felt before, okay? And I don't think necessarily could be talking about, yes, financially, but I think it has more to do with within yourself, like riches within your spirit, right? You do have the Six of Cups, which is the cup of nostalgia, and the Hermit. So I think that with this newfound clarity in yourself, you'll be able to move forward with something that you've been wanting to nurture, something that's more steady for you. That I do see a Pisces or a Virgo of significance here. So that may be for one or two of you. You're going to start getting in touch again with the nostalgia card. The Six of Cups goes back to getting in touch with who you were before. Okay. All of this started, and I feel like you're going to maybe take some time for yourself in order to learn yourself more, to study yourself more, to get more downloads, right? And the Hermit is a wonderful card because people think it's, oh yeah, it's a lonely card. It's not a lonely card. The Hermit chooses to go on a spiritual quest. He chooses to go in the dark, up that hill. And I think this may be a quest down memory lane, into your childhood to kind of fill in the missing pieces of the puzzle, if that makes any sense. But once you do, you're going to be a lot more comfortable in this whole situation, including your sexuality, for those of you that applies to. Okay, so please leave me messages letting me know how this resonated for you, and good luck with it.